Hey everyone, it's Electra. I am an autistic 44-year-old transgender, male to female, uh, depression, anxiety, bipolar 1, or I'm sorry, bipolar 2. Okay. Uh, I've been thinking a lot about what is it going to take for people to really start to realize what's happening in this country right now. I don't know if it's collective denial or if we're just too comfortable still, but people maybe are just too comfortable and don't want to risk personal or physical damage if we decide to push back against this. And I'm also a little disappointed in the transgender community that I'm a part of, that this is one thing I've liked about them, but I also think this is something that could be a liability in a time like this. It's very far left, extreme, near anarchist, and communist. I have elements of all those things in my belief system for sure. I would much rather be around people like them than the people running this country right now, for sure. But I floated the idea of, like, what if we could somehow start like some sort of corporate, just like a company of nothing but people trying to start a revolution and a revolt in this country right now. Nobody wants to do anything because they don't want to lose they don't have a sick time. They can't take a day off. They don't want to take a pay cut by calling in sick and not being paid, because a lot of people don't get sick time. A lot of people don't even get paid time off. And it's like everyone has these material reasons why they can't do anything. So why not make a company that's well funded by people that would be funding any other shitty corporation out there that we don't need? Why can't we have one that's actually well funded for actual change that we need right now? And if you look back in history, almost every movement, every successful movement or revolution only happened because they had at least some of the rich people in their society on their side backing them, with almost no exceptions. And this is like anathema to the trans community because they are very extreme far left anarchist and basically want to reinvent the wheel from the bottom up when it's really not necessary. We don't have time for that right now. Things have to happen now. They should have happened yesterday, but the second best time is now or tomorrow. We don't have time for a perfect revolution where everything's going to go exactly the way we would maybe prefer it to go. No revolution is going to work out the way you think it is anyway. So we may as well just roll the dice and see what happens, even if it means rich people have to somewhat be involved. That's the way things get done in a late stage capitalistic society, for sure. I don't know how you expect anything to succeed in this country right now if you don't have at least a couple angel investors on your side willing to fund you, pay your legal bills if necessary. And so anyway, yeah, my idea is, like, it'd be kind of a company of mercenaries. That's what that's what MAGA would call it, which is true, which is fine, because mercenaries have existed all throughout history. The ancient civilization Carthage fought Rome during the Punic Wars with mercenaries. They weren't even Carthaginians. They were from other areas of the North African Mediterranean coastline that were paid by Hannibal, the leader of Carthage, to help him fight Rome their main rival at that time. So this isn't anything new. Like I've said a few times, I think, on this channel, that there's nothing new under the sun. Everything has been done before that we could possibly think of. The only question is who did it, when, what were the results, and how can we update that to our present day 21st century hellhole that we're in. In a lot of ways, things are going to be harder now because of technology. Just as much technology has helped us just as much, and it's hurting us just as much as it helped us. I don't know if the North could have beat the South if the Civil War happened today. Propaganda would have been so much better on the side for the South, just like it is in real life right now for the modern version of the South, essentially, that are running this country right now. And so I guess my point is, why let the perfect be the enemy of the good? We cannot afford that right now. We need to do something, even if it's the wrong thing. Taking a step of any kind, I think, is got to be a victory right now, because taking no steps is the worst case scenario. I would almost rather a step backwards if it means 2 steps forward later. And no one seems to understand this. Everyone thinks you got to take one huge giant step to victory, one step, or else it's like not worth our time and energy. And that's all or nothing thinking. That's never going to achieve anything. Like, we wouldn't be where we are right now if the human race thought that way. But somehow now, like, it seems like we're programmed to have this reflexive thought. So that's all I think for now. Love to hear your thoughts and comments as far as how do we move forward here. And do you like any of my ideas? Do you think a corporation that employs professional agitators, protesters, turned soldiers, if ever needed, they're trained, they're disciplined, it's more safe that way? I understand physical harm is a risk of any kind of protest and fighting, but if you're well trained in it and you're a professional, you can minimize those risks. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.